it's Jason from EskimoTV.net, and today I'm going to be reviewing the hit Broadway musical Hadestown. If you would prefer to read my review, you can check that out at EskimoTV.net. So let's go ahead and talk about this touring Broadway. Anais Mitchell is the mastermind behind the musical Hadestown, a winner of 8 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. I was able to see this performance on its opening night here in Houston, Texas on October 4th, 2022, where it will be showing at the Hobby Center until October 9th. And it will be on tour throughout the United States throughout 2022 and 2023. This tour was delayed several times, and it was a joy to finally be able to see what this Broadway had to offer. For ticket information or tour dates, you can visit Hadestown.com. Hadestown is narrated by Hermes, who's played by Nathan Lee Graham, who tells us the beautiful love story / tragedy between Orpheus, who's played by Chibueze Ihoma, and Eurydice, who's played by Hannah Whitley, who are both poor and have very little to eat due to the climate. As conditions worsen, the god of the underworld, Hades, who's played by Matthew Patrick Quinn, offers Eurydice a safe shelter if she agrees to come work for him in Hadestown. The story follows Orpheus as he attempts to get back and save Eurydice, and the complex relationship between Hades and his detached wife, Persephone, who's played by Maria Cristina Olivares. All of the actors do a wonderful job, but the standout voices were Chibueze Ihoma and Hannah Whitley, the actors that portray Orpheus and Eurydice, who sing such beautiful melodies with voices that feel powerful yet unforced and natural. All I've Ever Known gives both Whitley and Ihoma the opportunity to serenade the audience with gorgeous song that shows us how the duo fall in love. There are many wonderful songs within the production, my favorite being Wait For Me, but there's also a fair amount, I will admit, that sounded all too similar to each other. But nonetheless, Hadestown has enough songs that are memorable and a story that should warm people's hearts. The production and technical aspects of the show are competent components that complement the story. Lighting design by Bradley King was fantastic. It's not surprising that King actually won a Tony Award for his work on this show, Hadestown. The colors used to reflect various environments were appropriate, and lights were consistently in sync with all of the songs and the music. Wait For Me has standout lighting because actors utilize handheld lamps and swing lights towards the audience, which created a dramatic impact, and this was unique to this particular song. And that's why this song was my favorite. Not only did I think it was the most beautiful, but it had this unique light aspect to it. There's also a wall of bright lights that often effectively blinds the audience, although some may consider this effect to be unpleasant. I saw some people kind of looking away, not throughout the whole show, but just on a few parts for dramatic effect. Choreography by David Newman exalted several songs and made scenes so much more effective. You can tell director Rachel Chavkin paid close attention to detail, which takes the show in a noteworthy direction. As with most musicals, I recommend listening to the soundtrack of this on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you stream music in order to decide if you like these songs. The story, while charming and very effective, is fairly simple, and the reason most are going to be swayed by Hadestown is if they buy into the music that fills most of the running time, which is 2 hours and 30 minutes with intermission. Despite being long, Hadestown has enough charm and a surprising conclusion that I believe most will enjoy the Broadway production. And I'm going to give Hadestown a B. That's my thoughts on Hadestown, the musical. Let me know if you have any additional thoughts or comments below, and love to hear your thoughts. Did you enjoy this Broadway? Are you considering going to go watch this production. Would love to hear what you all think. Thank you all so much for taking your time to check out my review. If you enjoyed my review, you can hit that like button. You can also consider subscribing to the channel, where you'll find more content like this in your feed. I'll typically review Broadway plays. I also review movies, TV. I'll do unboxings of home entertainment and more. You can also check out my website, EskimoTV.net, for reviews from myself as well as some other authors. Thank you all so much for checking this out. Once again, my name is Jason Escamilla from EskimoTV.net.